Welcome to part 2 of our Project Management Multiple Choice Questions video on schedule management, aligned with the PMBOK 7th edition. Let's continue testing your strategic project management knowledge. Question 21. A critical path activity is delayed by 4 days, but a near critical path has 3 days of float. What should the project manager analyze first? The correct answer is B, total float consumption across all paths. You must assess all paths because the near critical path may become the new critical path. Question 22. A project uses rolling wave planning, where detailed scheduling is done only for near-term work. This approach is primarily useful when the answer is C, high uncertainty exists in future work. Rolling wave planning progressively elaborates the schedule to handle this uncertainty. Question 23. An activity has ES equals day 5, EF equals day 12. Its successor has LS equals day 15. What is the free float? The correct answer is A, 3 days. Free float equals successor early start minus early finish, which is 15 minus 12. Question 24. During schedule compression, crashing increases cost significantly but does not reduce project duration. What is the most likely reason? The answer is A, the activity is not on the critical path. Crashing only shortens duration if applied to critical path activities. Question 25. A resource is assigned to multiple concurrent activities causing delays. Which technique addresses this issue? The answer is C, resource leveling. This technique adjusts the schedule to resolve resource overallocation and conflicts. Question 26. The Project Schedule Performance Index, or SPI, equals 0.82. What does this indicate? The correct answer is C, behind schedule. An SPI value less than 1 indicates the project is performing worse than planned relative to the schedule. Question 27. A successor activity can start 3 days before its predecessor finishes. This is an example of. The answer is B, lead. Lead allows a successor activity to begin before the predecessor is complete, causing overlap. Question 28. A milestone shows 0 duration but affects schedule reporting. Why? The answer is C. It marks a significant event. Milestones are 0 duration points used to track key project achievements. Question 29. In critical chain scheduling, buffers are added to. The correct answer is B. Protect schedule from variability. Critical chain buffers safeguard the project timeline against uncertainties. Question 30. An activity has total float of 0, but free float of 2. What does this imply? The answer is A, it is critical. Any activity with a total float of 0 is on the critical path. Question 31. A project manager decides to fast track. The biggest risk introduced is. The correct answer is C, increased rework. Fast tracking, or overlapping phases, significantly increases the chance of needing to redo work. Question 32. If schedule variance, or SV, equals minus $20,000, what does it indicate? The answer is B, behind schedule. A negative schedule variance means less work has been completed than planned by this point. Question 33. Which estimating technique uses 3-time estimates? Optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic. The correct technique is D, PERT. The Program Evaluation and Review Technique uses 3 estimates to calculate a weighted average duration. Question 34. When using Monte Carlo simulation, the output typically provides. The answer is B, range of probable completion dates. Monte Carlo simulation provides probabilistic schedule forecasts, not a single definitive date. Question 35. A project has multiple critical paths. This means. The correct answer is C, higher schedule risk. Multiple critical paths mean more paths must be managed tightly to avoid delays. Question 36. An imposed deadline creates negative float. What does this indicate? The answer is B, constraint violation. Negative float indicates the current schedule cannot meet a mandated deadline or constraint. Question 37. The control schedule process mainly focuses on. The correct answer is B, monitoring status and managing changes to the baseline. This process tracks progress and controls deviations from the approved schedule. Question 38. A schedule baseline differs from the project schedule because it. The answer is B, is the approved version for performance measurement. The baseline is the frozen, accepted schedule used to measure performance. Question 39. What is the primary purpose of schedule network diagrams? The answer is C, showing logical relationships. Network diagrams visually represent the dependencies between activities. Question 40. A project manager delays a non-critical activity to resolve resource conflicts without affecting the project end date. The correct answer is C, resource smoothing. This technique adjusts non-critical activities within their float-to-level resource usage without changing the project duration. Thank you for completing Schedule Management Part 2. You have moved into advanced schedule management concepts. If you are ready, continue the journey with Schedule Management Part 3.